Let the rain fall down. Okay. Hey YouTube, my name's Holly and I will be participating in the Disneyland College program this fall. I start August 12th, which is on the day of filming. Today, July 17th, is 26 days away, so things are getting exciting. This is the DCP tag and I am alumni. This is about to be backwards. Yep, it is. Oh well. Okay. So I'll be answering the questions as an alumni as well as going into my second program. So how did you first hear about the program? Before my first program, I think I found out about it when I was like a sophomore or junior, and back when they would do college, or when I would do college visits and Disney recruiters would actually be at the colleges. So ever since I was like 15, I knew that I wanted to do the program, and for the longest time I told myself, absolutely, it's going to be spring 2015, that's when I want to do it, that's the only time I'm going to do it. And well, here we are with me starting my second program. So the next question is, how was the interview process? It was kind of nerve-wracking for the first time. I had done a ton of research. I mean, so much research. And so I felt prepared when it, going into it. And then when it actually started, I remember my hands were shaking. But both times that I've done my interviews, I felt so comfortable with both of my interviewers. After a few minutes you feel at ease, you feel like you kind of know them. But my biggest thing, smile through it all and it'll help so much, because even though they can't see my smile, I know I'm smiling and everything just sounds better. So the next question is, where were you when you found out? So the first time, I think I'd just woken up, and it was like 11:30 in the morning, and I picked up my phone, as usual, opened my email because I just do that every morning, I guess, and found the congratulations email staring back at me. And I didn't cry, nothing like that. I just kind of smiled to myself and then called my mom, called my dad, and then my best friend, and then I posted it on Facebook. The second time for this program, for Disneyland, I was at work and I got the email at like almost 3 p.m. I think, which was much later than I expected. But I would notice that people on the Facebook groups were talking about getting accepted, so I was like, oh, I guess I'll check. And sure enough, there it was. So my boss was the first person to know that I got accepted, and then I called my mom before even looking at what my role was or anything, just that it was Disneyland. That's all I cared about. So the next question is, what is your role and preferred roles? My first role when I did the Disney World program in spring 2015, I was Spring Advantage, so I was there February through August. I was merchandise at Old Key West, was my home location. And then I also worked Flower and Garden Festival at Epcot, and I did Star Wars weekends at Hollywood Studios. I got to work the last Star Wars weekends, which was really fun. A lot of people from Flower and Garden ended up working Star Wars weekends, so I still had all my friends. And actually, I met one of my very close friends, Hannah. I met her at Flower and Garden, and we are still friends. We were both from Michigan. We both loved One Direction. She's working at Disney World again, so if you ever go to Yacht and Beach, check her out at Concierge. Shout out Hannah, my girl. And then this program, my role is guest services assistant, so I'll be working at one of the 3 resorts. I'm really hoping for Grand Californian, but I'll take anything, obviously. I mean, I can't choose, so, but anyway, yeah, okay. So, next question, how did you find your roommates, and how many do you want? So both programs, I found my roommates on the Facebook groups. The first program, I found 3 other girls, so there were 4 of us total, but we were kind of looking for 5 total for cheaper rent. But we ended up linking the 4 of us, and we ended up getting 2 other roommates once we got there, so we were in a 3-bedroom, 6-person at Vistaway, which I'll admit at the time I wasn't a huge fan of, but we came to love it. This time at Disneyland, I'm gonna have 4, so there's gonna be 5 of us total in the apartment. And the next question, what are you going to miss while in the program? Mainly just my friends and family. I mean, I have some restaurants that I like, and I'm a big Red Wings fan, so not being able to see them play at home is gonna be kind of sad. But they play the Ducks and the Kings in back-to-back days, so I'm going to both games. My favorite Disney park. Ooh. So I said Hollywood Studios at Walt Disney World, mainly because Tower of Terror is my favorite ride. And then California Adventure at Disneyland Resort, or well, California Adventure at Disneyland. Just because I love I love Disneyland, but I don't know. It's hard. I can't decide. I just love them all. Why not? First thing you want to do when you get there, Pixar Fest. Absolutely. I mean, I'm excited for Pixar Pier, but I just want to see the parades, and I want to see the fireworks, I want to see all of it. And number 1 on my bucket list is trying all of the restaurants, quick service and full. I did not do that when I was at Disney World. I really just didn't try a lot of restaurants, and there's a lot of things that I didn't do when I was there that I wanted to, so I have 4 months and 3 weeks at Disneyland, and I want to try as much as possible, even if I don't get all of them. And last question is, one thing you hope to take away from the program. I want to meet tons of new people, I want to make new friends. That's like, of course, what everyone usually wants to do, but the main thing I think would be I really want to network while I'm here, or while I'm there, because I'd love to move into Disney Studios somehow, whether it's animation, or Pixar, or ABC, or Freeform, or whatever. I'm a film major, so that would be the perfect route for me, so fingers crossed, but I don't know. I just want to embrace it all and just enjoy my time. And that there concludes the DCP tag. Thanks for watching. I'm definitely willing to do a Disney Q&A if anybody has questions about the Walt Disney World program, because I don't know anything about Disneyland yet, obviously. But yeah, I have a lot of videos planned, and I'm very new at this, but I'm excited. So catch you later.